This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Monday, the 10th of March. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather turning out to be very nice today as the rain is pushed out of the state. Have a chance of showers, maybe some thunder on Thursday. But of course, the focus will be on the event coming in here as the weekend begins on Saturday. Many questions about that event, and we have all the new data in the house. Let's begin with the upper air look across the country today. And again, you can see the trough coming through here this afternoon. That brought the rain over the weekend and this morning. But again, that rain has shifted east of the state and the sky has cleared. For most of the state, there's the visible satellite view, nothing but sunshine for the northern two-thirds of the state. Still some lingering clouds down in parts of south and southeast Alabama. Those clouds will likely be out of the state soon, and tomorrow everybody will enjoy a bright, sunny, and mild day. There's the radar composite. This afternoon, the rain is well to the east in Georgia. Temperature is looking good. We got many spots in the upper 60s. Birmingham 68, Tuscaloosa 69. We have upper 60s for Huntsville. However, where the clouds linger, we have upper 50s for places like Montgomery and Dothan. But again, everybody will see highs most likely in the 70s tomorrow. We'll check the watch warning map around the nation. We have red flag warnings in effect for parts of the High Plains states. That's because of the wildfire danger there. And out west, winter storm watches for parts of Nevada and California. Here's the severe weather outlook for the rest of today and tonight. There is a marginal risk for the southern part of Florida, mainly south of Interstate 4 through the evening hours. Actually had a fairly decent tornado passing near Orlando this morning. Tomorrow, there could be some thunder around San Diego and Phoenix in the southwest United States, nothing severe. On day 3, which is Wednesday, there is a marginal risk of severe storms west of Alabama, from the Mississippi Delta to near Dallas-Fort Worth, down into near College Station, Texas, the darker green on that map. And that disturbance will bring showers to Alabama on Thursday, but the chance of severe storms here Thursday looking very low. We're not too concerned at this point. Of course, the bigger concern is that system at the end of the week and the weekend. So this is Friday, the day 5 outlook. We have an enhanced risk for Little Rock, Memphis, Cape Girardeau, Missouri, down into the Mississippi Delta. The larger risk runs from eastern Texas and North Louisiana up into parts of Illinois and Iowa. And again, this is the outlook that runs through early Saturday morning at 7 o'clock, and that does clip the northwestern corner of Alabama. But the primary concern for Alabama will be Saturday night, and early Sunday morning. And again, we have that enhanced risk over a pretty good chunk of the state, including Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Gadsden, Cullman, Clanton, the rest of the state in the standard risk. And again, this will probably change once we get close to Saturday. And we'll take a look at all the modeling here in just a second. Again, we have so many questions about this event, and we'll answer as many as we can here. So here's a look at rain for the next 7 days. And understand, the rain can be heavy at times with this system over the weekend. This is the rain valid through Monday morning of next week. So this counts the rain we see Thursday and the rain we see Saturday and Saturday night. Rain amounts up in the Tennessee Valley could exceed 3 inches. For Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden, rain amounts in the 2 to 3 inch range. And South Alabama will likely see rain amounts of 1 to 2 inches. So here we go, model fans. The GFS, the 12Z run, this is valid tomorrow afternoon at 4. We're back on daylight saving time. And you can see that new trough that's just south of San Diego and Los Angeles. And that's the one that will bring a chance of showers in here on Thursday. Very progressive pattern. The waves are coming along very quickly. But tomorrow, a beautiful day. We start the day in the 40s. The high will be in the 70s. A very dry air mass, just gorgeous. Perfect spring weather. Pretty much the same thing on Wednesday. Will be in the 70s. And then on Thursday, that little feature comes in here with a chance of showers and maybe some thunder. There's a little instability, not much. And again, I don't think we have a severe weather problem with this on Thursday, just occasional showers, not raining all day. And again, maybe a rumble of thunder. Now, we have a total eclipse of the moon late Thursday night. The totality comes after midnight. The question is, will that feature be out of here in time for the eclipse? The news is looking pretty good at the moment. This is the projected cloud cover across the United States Thursday night at midnight. Or I'm sorry, 1 a.m. 06E is now 1 a.m. It's going to take me a while to adjust to the DST here. But 1 a.m. after midnight Thursday night, and the dark blue on the map here. That would represent, I take that back. We flipped the graphic here. On this one, everything is backwards. So where you see the shades of white, that means there could be some cloud cover here. So it's still a close call. The clouds could be out of here, but it's a very close, tricky call. On this particular map, the areas of blue, that's where the sky should be clear. We'll just have to wait and see on that. All right, so this is Friday. Our intense surface cyclone is developing over Nebraska. Under 975 millibars, extremely deep, and obviously the winds are going to be screaming around that thing, the gradient winds. And this could bring blizzard-like conditions to parts of Colorado, northeastern Kansas, up into western Nebraska, and the western part of the Dakotas, north and west of the surface low. South and east of the surface low, severe storms will likely fire Friday afternoon and Friday night west of Alabama. And then on Saturday, that mess comes in here. Now, the GFS giving us a little different look here. It's got that very deep surface low, really way up north over the northern tip of Wisconsin, 977 millibars. Heavy snow, blizzard conditions for Minnesota, if this works out. And down here, again, you can see a secondary low tries to form around Meridian, Mississippi. But let's look at the European solution. It's got that secondary low over western Arkansas, and this is consistent with the other runs that we have seen, and I think this is more in line with reality. So again, that really deep surface low is over northern Wisconsin. Again, that's under 980 millibars. A secondary low forming over Arkansas. Of course, one question, will the air be unstable? And most models say yes. Now, this is modestly unstable for mid-March, but certainly sufficient for severe storms. And obviously, the wind fields are going to be strong. And speaking of the wind fields, this is the gradient wind expected Saturday evening coming off the European. And again, the numbers, and again, this is not at the surface. This is 10 meters, about 33 feet off the surface. I don't think the gradient winds will be as strong with this system as the one we saw a week ago, last Tuesday, when the gradient winds knocked down a lot of trees. We had a lot of power outages, and it was a very messy event. I think in this case, the thunderstorms, the severe storms, will be the greater threat as opposed to the gradient winds. So again, and I just can't tell you the time of day. There could easily be a couple of rounds of severe storms here. There could be one early in the day, then a second round afternoon and evening. And you know the deal, once we get within 60 hours of the event, we start to see the good convection allowing high-resolution models. And that's when we can get really specific about the timing and the hazards here. But I think it's safe to say with the synoptic scale pattern here, all modes of severe weather will be possible. That means the chance of large hail, strong, potentially damaging wind, and the chance of a few tornadoes. Now, are we going to see a line of storms with brief, short-lived tornadoes, or will we see discrete cells with a chance of maybe some upper-end tornadoes? We don't know that yet. Nobody does right now. But the cards are all on the table. And once we get to about Wednesday, we'll begin to have a better idea of the timing and the magnitude of the event. Everything you're looking at here, this is synoptic scale. This is large scale. Often the magnitude of a severe weather event here, it's driven by the mesoscale, the small scale. And those small scale features we will not know until later this week. So again, the pattern favors obviously a windy day with strong to severe storms, maybe multiple rounds Saturday and Saturday night. And again, I stress this kind of thing is to be expected here in March. The 3 big months for tornadoes, and again, our tornado season here is November through May. November through May. The 3 big months are November, March, and April. So again, having something like this in March, it's to be expected. And a lot of people have weather anxiety. And again, for those of you that do, you might just want to kind of stay away from this for a couple of days and come back and look at it at midweek on Wednesday. We'll have a much better idea of the specific modes of severe storms we expect, the timing and things like that. But again, it will obviously be a day to be very, very weather aware. And if you watch these videos, you're aware, but just let your friends know. And then on Sunday, everything pretty much is gone. Now, the GFS suggesting there might be some lingering storms over southeast Alabama Sunday morning. Other runs have taken everything out of here, and I think most of the storms should be out of southeast Alabama by probably early to mid-morning Sunday. The sky begins to clear. For the weekend, highs should be mostly in the 70s, although North Alabama could be in the 60s on Sunday. And a week from today, this is Monday, March the 17th, a new trough in the western states. We have a zonal flow, and again, dry, very pleasant, highs in the 70s. Let's keep going, 10 days out. This is Thursday of next week, March 20th, a positive tilt trough off to the west, and evidence, a band of showers coming in here. That's not really a classic severe weather look, but this is 10 days out. We all know this could change. Now, one thing we'll have to watch for this weekend, maybe some flooding issues. This is the latest rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble. The mean for the next 15 days is now in excess of 4 inches, between 4 and 5 inches between now and the 25th of March. And a lot of this rain will come with our event on Saturday and Saturday night. Temperatures coming off the NBM, National Blend of Models, will be in the 70s on most days, maybe close to 80 Friday, maybe 81 next Wednesday. And again, you can see that warmer low Saturday morning. The low Saturday morning, 62, as those higher dew points surge north. We should see dew points up in the 60s on Saturday. And that's yesterday. So you know what we're going to do here. We're going to check and see if the new outlook is in, and it is not. We're live at 2:46 here this afternoon. But again, you get the idea. This is for March 17th through March 23rd. Temperatures a little above average if this verifies. Saw some little ones today. Kids on the Rock Daycare Pre-K in Calera. You know, these little guys love to talk about weather. They really do. They like to learn, and I like to talk with them about weather. We had a great time today, and we liked that cake. Oh, yes. That's outstanding. But we talked about how storms are good. They're a vital part of the water cycle. We need them. You don't need to be afraid of storms. Talked about how we forecast the weather and much more. So again, to these kids at Kids on the Rock Daycare, Calera, thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. You guys are looking good. All right, so again, a couple of quick notes here. We did have a book signing scheduled for Saturday, but that has been postponed because of the severe weather threat. But it's a busy school week. So tomorrow, going to see the students at Asheville Elementary School, home of the Bulldogs, St. Clair County. And then after that, I will be at Elvin Hill Elementary in Columbiana. It is a very busy week. On Wednesday, Vestavia Hills West Elementary School, and then Vestavia Day School at Vestavia Hills United Methodist Church, and then Liberty Park Middle School in Vestavia Hills. Thursday, going to be at Pleasant Grove Elementary. This is the Pleasant Grove in Cleburne County in East Alabama. Friday, Coldwater Elementary School in Calhoun County. So a busy week coming up. And don't forget Weather Brains tonight, our weekly show for weather geeks, dweebs, nerds, dorks, and weenies. This is episode number 999 tonight, which means a week from today we'll do show 1000. And we're going to fly everybody in. We're going to do it live in Huntsville at Barron Weather. They provide our weather graphics, and they're great folks. Old Bob Barron, he's a longtime friend, and we look forward to that. That'll be a lot of fun. We started Weather Brains in January of 06, so we are 19 years old, 1,000 shows in as of next week. Wow, but we'll be live on YouTube tonight, 7 o'clock Central, youtube.com/weatherbrains. Most people listen. The audio podcast coming out late tonight. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening right across the hall. Studio A, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.